Welcome to the Angry Birds plush collection. There's over 200 plushies to show, so I'm going to get straight to it, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Start off the collection, we got my main Redbird you see in videos. I got him right before COVID started at a thrift store. He was the plush that started the collection. He's an HK12 and is a Gen 3 tag. HK12 red with a Gen 2 tag, got him at a thrift store. This is a Gen 4 tag Redbird, got him in a lot. We have this Redbird that I got in a lot the day before New Year's. The lot cost me $10, and another Redbird. This guy got a big ass though. I also got this guy in that lot that I told you about, but it's not all just common plushes, I swear. This was one of my first ever red doubles I got, and he is the main one I use if I want to throw red in water or like cake or something. The next three plushies are HK79 Gen 2 tag plushes, but this one has a really big butt, and I also got him for 50 cents. Here's the other Redbird. He is normal, and he actually has two tags instead of the one. This is the original Brotherbird. I stopped using him because there's a hole in his ear, but also because the other plush I got makes him more distinguishable than that red, so yeah. We have this HK85 red. The next one's also an HK85, and that's also the one that you kind of want to avoid because it's kind of... he's also a Gen 2. Like the rest of these guys, I just randomly got him. This guy is a Generation 4 red. Kinda neat. The next three are all made by HK86 and have the Gen 2 tag. But more importantly, this is known as the one that used to have a working speaker box. It doesn't work anymore. This is just another Redbird. I'm running out of stuff to say about them. This is the dead Redbird. He's really, really nasty. Next up, we have Good Stuff Red. I don't know why the Angry Bird ones are much better than the Mario ones. It doesn't make sense to me. I tagged Good Stuff Red. See? Good stuff. Paid, I think, $3 for him. Tag's a little beat up, but that's fine. Especially since I have this one with a really nice tag. Really happy to have this. Also good stuff. I found it at the exact same thrift store like a week later. Also $3. This plush and the next are both HK98s and Gen 2 tags, but more importantly, this is Brotherbird. Red's older brother in the series, and I used him actually before I got a Terrence because I couldn't find a Terrence plush, so I just used him because he's actually a little bigger than Red. Next up, we have a 8-inch Generation 2 HK12 Red. I'm pretty sure I got this guy in a lot. Then we have this much better 8-inch Red, which I also am pretty sure I got in a lot. Unlike the other two, which were HK12s, I have no clue which one this is, but I call him Pancake Red because he's a pancake. Next up is this 12-inch or 10-inch Red. He's a Generation 2 and is an HK12. I actually got him on an eBay lot, a really big eBay lot. Surprised he fit. Next up, we got the old Mini Red. I actually found this guy in the packaging when I was younger, but I ripped them out because I was a young little dumb child. We have this other keychain Red, which I don't know who made this. The last one was made by HK86, so I assume the same people. This is actually Mini Red, or has been for a little bit. Probably won't stay as Mini Red, but yeah. We have Flock, who's the son of Redbird and one of the key characters on the channel. He used to be Ultra Mini Red, but I made him Flock because it made most sense. He's a box set Red. I forgot about Beanbag Red, so don't mind that in the background. Ooh. I got him in a lot with another beanbag. We have a Hearts Red, which was a cat/dog toy company that made Angry Bird toys, and they made some really cool ones too. This is my only plush from them, and I found it at a thrift store. Next up, we have my very first red plush ever, the Pentatopper Red, or Mini Red, as he's known on the channel. We have my old Titanic Red that I tried to customize in the Terrence before I had the plush. I have to clean this off. It can be removed. It's not an issue. In fact, him and the Pentatoppers were some of the first plushes I ever got for Angry Birds. Kinda neat. Next up, we have Slingshot Red, which I don't know who made this, but this is a really cool plush. I got it at the thrift store for I think like $2. Got him at a thrift store for like I think $3. The beanbag pillow Red, really cool plush. If this counts as a plush, I count it. I'm going to put both of these bootlegs together because of the same plush. I don't see bootlegs a lot in thrift stores, which is kind of weird, but it's neat when I do find them. The Reds took up a big part of the couch, but next up are the Yellow Bird. We have the Titanic Yellow Bird. This is the one I use in my video, so I'm going to start off with Titanic. I actually got him with the Titanic Red. He's a stunt double for Titanic Yellow Bird. Super nice to have stunt doubles for him because it's kind of like easy to damage that type of plush. And I got these guys pretty cheap because I also have another one. Again, I got this for cheap. Here we have an HK98 Gen 2 6-inch Yellow Bird. I got this one originally on eBay thinking it was a 5-inch. I was going to replace Titanic, and he was this weird monstrosity, so I didn't replace Titanic Yellow. This plush and the next plush are both HK86 Gen 2 tags, and it's kind of funny because I got this in a lot with the other one and one other. I don't know why they had so much dang yellows. So this one has an issue with his eyes. It's creepy. This is an HK Generation 2 Yellow Bird. This is the one you most commonly see on YouTube. He looks like a YouTube Yellow Bird. I kind of like this one a little more, but personal preference. This is an 8-inch Yellow Bird. It's an HK12 Gen 2 tag, and I got him in a big lot on Facebook. In that lot, I got the exact same plush, but again. We also have another 8-inch Yellow Bird, but I got this guy for I think $3 or $4 at the thrift store. He has a voice box. He's a Gen 4 tag, and is from HK96, which is kind of weird because you would think they would start making original Yellow Bird plushes at this time because the redesign came out, but apparently not. We also have this bootleg yellow board. He's one of my first bootlegs ever, and I got him for like $3. Very recently, I got this orange looking yellow board bootleg. He has a suction cup and 2 gajillion tail feathers.
That's it for yellow. Next up is bomb.
Here's the main bomb board that you see on the channel. I got him with some other plushies one time at a thrift store. Here's another bomb. I just recently got him in a lot. This is another board that I got on a lot on eBay a long time ago. I don't know if you can hear that, but his voice box is like dead. Another bomb board. I probably just got him at the thrift store. Here is an HK86 bomb, Gen 2 tag. I got him in a lot, and there's going to be a lot of bombs coming up that are HK86 and Gen 2 tag. Here's another bomb. I probably got him in a lot or at the thrift store. This one's kind of neat. It has the press here tag still. I actually got this plush when the thrift store forced to open at the day, and it was kind of cool. Here is a Generation 2 HK12 bomb, but more importantly, I got him on probably my best thrift haul for Angry Bird plushies ever. Here's my good stuff bomb. He has 2 Angry Bird tags and then the good stuff in the other tag, and I actually paid like $2 for him just because of that, because that's kind of neat. Back again with an HK86 Generation 2, but this time it's an 8-inch bomb, and the next one is too. Well, what I said in the previous one is only partially true, because this is actually a Generation 4 tag. Unlike the other 2 8-inch bombs that I bought at the thrift store, I got this one on a lot, and this is actually an HK12 version, Generation 2 tag. We have Beanbag Bomb, who I got with Beanbag Red. I'm putting them together because I got them together. I got both these guys at the same time at the thrift store. They just look really funky compared to the other Pentatopper bombs I've seen. Here's the original bomb. If you watch my order videos, this was the original bomb that I used way back. Or if you saw that unlisted video, Bomb's dad, this was his dad in that video. Kinda neat. I don't know what happened to his eye though. Next up, we have a Beanbag Bomb. I actually got him in a lot with the other 8-inch bomb that I got in a lot. Here we have, I think, a bootleg bomb. And the reason I say think is because this is actually made by Carnivore.ca, which is an actual company that makes carnivore toys in Canada. And I got them for 68 cents, but that's kind of neat and kind of weird in my opinion. It's probably bootleg. It's almost 100% bootleg, but that's neat. Next up, we have White Spot Bomb, which this is a bootleg, but I like this bootleg because I can't find a White Spot Bomb to save my life. And I had a character in the channel called White Spot Bomb that was a toy, and now he actually has a plush, which is really nice. That's it for the bomb boards. Let's go into blues. Here is the main blue board you see on the channel. I actually got him at a thrift store on my birthday. He's an HK86 and a Generation 2 tag, but he doesn't look half bad. Here is Overly Happy Blue. I made the personality of the blue clones, like one's really happy and one's really sad, based off of an older character who's always angry, and he was a clone. I got this guy on an eBay lot, one of my first eBay lots. He was Overly Depressed Blue, or Depressed Blue. I actually got him at the thrift store when I was still using the Pentatopper Blue, but this quality was so bad I did not want to use him as a main one. He's a good stuff plush, so it kind of makes sense. Next up, we have this really bad condition HK12 Generation 2 tag blue. I have another one that's kind of in the exact same quality, and I think I got them in the same Facebook Marketplace lot. Yuck. This one's in a little better condition. It's just a little bit rougher and his tag's a little ripped. But again, same thing as that one. Got in that lot. Here's another blue board. I'm pretty sure I got him also in a lot. And he's also an HK79, and so is the next one. This one's in kind of nice condition though. Next up, we have another good stuff blue, but this one's much better looking. And I'm pretty sure I got him in a lot, but I might have just gotten him at the thrift store. Then we have this 8-inch blue board. Again, is a Generation 4 tag plush, which is kind of weird because at this point you would assume they would only be doing the redesigns. Next up is the Pentatopper Blue, one of my first ever Angry Bird plushes, and this guy was on the channel for a long time before getting replaced by, well, the blue board you see now. Angry Blue was actually one of the first Angry Bird plushes I bought after my initial thrift store finds. He was my first bootleg, and again, he was the one who started all the blue clones are personality based. What happened to him though? I don't know. Here's a crazy blue, or just a now bootleg blue. Again, just a now bootleg blue. I got these guys for like dirt cheap. With a little bit of room left on the couch, we go on to the whiteboards. Start off, this is the whiteboard I use in all of my videos for a while now. It's an HK12 Gen 2 tag, and so are the other plushes actually shown here. I got them at the thrift store for a good deal. Here's the original whiteboard. I actually got this plush at the thrift store, and it was one of the only Angry Bird plushes to ever be replaced that was like an actual Commonwealth plush and not like a Pentatopper. It's kind of a neat story. This one's just much better condition than this. Next up, we have a stunt double. I'm pretty sure I got this in a lot. Next up, we have a more egg-shaped Matilda. I kind of like it though. I also got it in my most recent lot. Here's my 8-inch whiteboard. Really nice condition one actually. Got it in a lot, and it is an HK12 Generation 2 tag, and so is the other one. Because yes, I do have two, because I also got this one in a lot. This one's in a little more beat up condition. Recently, in my most recent Angry Birds lot, I got a Pentatopper whiteboard after all these years. I saw a yellow one and I didn't buy it at the thrift store. You have the crazy whiteboard, or this really bad bootleg whiteboard. Not as bad as this bootleg, doesn't even have tail feathers anymore. That's it for the whiteboards. Actually, that's it for all of Classic Wave 1. They all fit on the couch, but there's no room for anyone else. now it's time for the pigs. First off, we have Minion Pig, who is the main Minion Pig of the group, and I got him on a lot on eBay years back at this point. We have Newbie Pig, which doesn't work very much because he's not the newbie anymore. Got this guy randomly at a thrift store, I'm pretty sure. He was this brand new pig I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and he hasn't really done anything yet. I actually got him with this pig too. Then we have Seco Pig, who is the first brand new mainstay in the series since, I think, Pumpkin Pig, which is kind of cool. He doesn't actually have a tush tag, fun fact. That's how I know he's Seco Pig. Very recently on Facebook Marketplace, I got this pig for I think $5 or $10, and I just said, might as well get him. Seco Pig was the first big new mainstay pig before Jimbo. Jimbo is the new mainstay pig. What's also funny is that I have Backpack Clip, which hasn't appeared yet. His name is probably going to be Clip. Here we have Beat Up Pig. This is from Hearts. This is one of the more unique plushes they made, and it's kind of cool that they made this as a catnip toy. It even has little teeth, which is really neat. Then we have the original Micro Pig, or originally Minion Pig before he became Micro Pig. Recently, in my most recent Facebook Marketplace lot, I actually got another one who I don't know who this guy's going to be. Last but not least, we got Fat Pig or Goliath Pig. A beanbag pig I got for Christmas as a Christmas gift because he was at the thrift store. It's really cool though. Next up is Helmet Pig and Mustache Pig. We have Mustache Pig, who I got with the bomb board I use in my videos in that one thrift store haul. Really good haul. I'm really happy I got him because I adore this plush, and I actually haven't found another one since. Oh, Helmet Pig, how I bought you on eBay for $40, and now there's one on a different app with other plushes for $30, and I overpaid for you, but I still love you, Helmet Pig. I still do. Next up is King Pig. Next up we have Prince Pig, who's another plush from that really good day of thrifting. I actually introduced him and another plush from that thrift store trip in the same video, fun fact. Then we have my original King Pig, which my friend the Craptastic guy gave me as a gift. Really cool. Don't use him anymore, but he's a really cool plush and I'll always take good care of him. Then we have this beautiful King Pig plush. Looks exactly like the stock photo that I got from a bundle on Facebook. I use him now as my King Pig because he's just so good. Here is my original custom King Pig. He's missing an eyeball. I don't have the pin for his crown anymore, but my grandmother made me this, and I'll always take good care of it, except his eye. I don't know what happened to his eye. Next up is Wave 2 of Classic, and it will be Greenboard. To start off, I have the Greenboard I use in my videos. I bought him off of eBay, probably for too much. Most of that came from shipping though, and he was a gift. I love this plush, even though he's a little funky proportion-wise. Besides, I have this really nice Greenboard that I got at the thrift store for like $4, and I kind of thought back to it, I'm like, I wasn't really excited when I got this. I mean, I was, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I just found a Greenboard for $4 at the thrift store. You have an 8-inch Greenboard. He has a closed beak, and he is known as Hal, the brother of Greenboard in my channel. Different character. Unlike Hal, which I got at the thrift store, I got this guy on a lot on Facebook. Just a stunt double for Hal though. Here's my original Greenboard, the Pensatopper Greenboard. Really funny long beak, and kind of a more uncommon-ish Pensatopper. Not rare, not sought after, but a little bit uncommon. Next up is Bubbas. Next up, we have the main Bubbas on the channel. Again, probably paid too much for this, but this is actually a little bit of a rare version because it has the Gen 4 tag. But Bubbas is a cool plush. I like Bubbas, and I like him on my channel. Though I did get this Bubbas in that really good Facebook lot that I keep bringing up. In fact, my grandmother bought me the other Bubbas, and the moment we saw this with all those other plushies for, I think it was $30, we got like, oh, we have to get this. So we drove for like an hour or so to get them. That's it for Bubbas. Now on to Stella. Some of you viewers might be shocked to hear that because last year I didn't have Stella. I actually did buy this plush last year, even though I wasn't making videos. This was one of the only plushes I bought because I was like, hey, I'm missing it. I have some birthday money. Might as well get Stella. A little beat up, but I didn't pay too much for it. After Stella, we now go on to Terrence. In my most recent thrift haul on Facebook, I got this 5-inch Terrence. I paid $10 for everything in that haul, and I mostly got it for him because this plush is a little more sought after, a little bit pricey. I always wanted him simply because I'm a Luigi fan, but I think he's a really cool collection piece. Here is the main Terrence on the channel. This is the one I used in the Return of Terrence video, and this is the one you're gonna see from now on. I think he's pretty cool and really nice condition. He was in that $30 lot, by the way. This was one of the big plushes that made me want to go get it. You know what was even cooler about that lot? I actually got 2 8-inch Terrence, or 8.5 Terrences, but still. That's the end of Terrence, and technically that's the end of Wave 2 of Classic. But I'm gonna throw the Mighty Eagle in. Because yes, I did buy the Mighty Mojo Mighty Eagle because, well, why wouldn't I? And I bought it before it became really bad quality, has the tag still, and I will be using him in videos. And you know what? For shits and giggles, let's throw in this guy. This was the original plush that I used for the Mighty Eagle before I had him, and I thought I was gonna use for a really long time. Didn't last very long. Now with that being the end of the Eagle plush set, we go on to Angry Birds Space. Start off, we have Space Red, again, one of my earliest plushes I got. I'm at the thrift store, and Space Red is, how do I say, the main space bird other than ice bird. I need to use the space bird more, man. Next up, it's followed by another Space Red. This one's really packed with stuffing, though. You have another Space Red. Got this guy at the thrift store. Kind of was thinking about not getting him, but I ended up getting him. I have no clue what happened to this space bird's beak. Also, every space bird is actually an HK85, fun fact. Unless if I say otherwise. Here's an 8-inch Space Red I got for $4 at the thrift store. He's an HK86, so he's a little funky looking. And originally I was gonna buy all the 8-inch space birds for a video that I decided to cancel. Especially when you compare it to this other Space Red I got. Pretty nice plush. That's it for Space Red, now on to Laser Bird. Next up, we have the main Laser Bird I use in my videos. Got him from the thrift store. I remember being really excited when I found him. Doesn't have a voice box. I don't think he's good stuff, but you never know. Here's my Laser Bird with a voice box. He looks really dumb looking. I think I got him in a lot. Here's my fully tagged Laser Bird. Got him on that $20 lot. He was a reason I wanted to get it. With the tag, the press here tag, really cool. He has a white tag, which means that he's an HK85, and I really like collecting the white tag ones because they're kind of neat. Here is my 8-inch Laser Bird. Got him from the thrift store for that series idea. I think I paid $4 for him. That's it for my Laser Bird collection. Next up is Space Bomb. Here is the main Space Bomb. Love using this character. That's why he was one of the only survivors in Angry Birds show. Also because, well, no one has saw him before, so I thought that was a good introduction for him. I remember getting him at the thrift store too. Here's this really derpy looking Space Bomb. I think, just like the other Laser Bird that doesn't have his tag, I think these guys were also HK85 because they just look so stinking bad. Look at that. This guy was also got in that lot though, that $10 lot with Terrence. He was actually a really nice stunt double of Space Bomb. I think I actually bought this guy separately just because he looks so nice. I think I might have gotten this Space Bomb in a lot, but I also might have bought him separately because I like having 2 or so stunt doubles per character. Here is the Good Stuff Space Bomb. You can tell it's good stuff because different materials used up there. Kinda neat. And here is this really, it's something. He's a white tag HK85 and it's something. Also in that $10 lot, I got a pencil topper Space Bomb. Really cool that they have this like little plastic piece. That's really cool. I actually really like the Space Pencil Toppers. I think they're really neat. That's it for Space Bomb. Next up is the Lightning Birds, or Space Blue. This is Lightning Bird, the one you see on the channel. He was the last space plush I got. I got him on eBay in a lot, which was really nice. Here's another Lightning Bird that I'm pretty sure I got on a lot on Facebook. And as of last year, pretty late, I found this guy on Facebook with the other pig for $10. Decided to pick them both up a little bit. I think I got them for a little cheaper than $10 each, but I think I got them maybe for $15. But I thought that was a pretty good deal, and now I finally have 3 Lightning Blues. Actually, technically I had another Lightning Blue, but he has all the tags, so I didn't want to use him for videos. He's also an HK85, which is kind of strange because he has the black tag. That's it for Lightning Bird. Now we're on to Space Terrence, or Monster Bird. Here is the main Monster Bird I use. He's really nice. I really like him. I remember getting at the thrift store and being like, damn, that's a really cool plush. This plush is actually more common than the regular Terrence, so sometimes you see people use this as Terrence. Here is this really fluffy. I really like the fluff on this Space Terrence. I got him in a lot, and he is a white tag 85 variant, so you know how much I like those. That's it for Space Terrence, and now we're on to Ice Bird. To start off, here is the main Ice Bird I use in videos. Really nice plush. I deeply adore this plush, and he's also one of my earliest plushes because I got him with Space Red. Voice box, like Space Red, used to work. They don't anymore. Here's a Good Stuff Ice Bird. His eyes are a little wonky, and for some reason his Good Stuff tag is in black and not white, which is kind of neat. Here is Dead Ice Bird. I got this guy in the lot of the Terrence, and he's just like beat the hell up. I assume they tried to fix his voice box and just didn't and gave up and just bought a new one. Which then they got this Ice Bird who has stains, little holes, and all the sort. Then we have this 8-inch Ice Bird, again bought for the same reason as Laser Bird. I was gonna use him, don't think I will anymore. There's also a HK98, which is kind of funny because they made that abomination, but then they made this pretty good Ice Bird. That's it for Ice Bird. Now on to Angry Birds Star Wars Wave 1. To start off Star Wars, we have Luke Skywalker Bird, who I bought off of eBay. Which this year I found a Luke Skywalker keychain, which is really cool because I don't have a lot of Angry Bird plush keychains. Next up will be Princess Leia. This is my best Princess Leia and the one that I will be using because it's really nice looking. Also got this off of eBay. Actually got this plush in a lot with 3 other plushes, all of them for $40, which was a really good deal. And this plush is a little bit less good looking as the other one in my opinion. A little bit too big, and also ears feel small. I don't know why. That's it for Princess Leia. Next up is Han Solo. Finally have Han Solo again. Found him at the thrift store with another Angry Birds Star Wars plush. I'm so happy I don't have to say, oh, he's in storage unit, because for some reason I put them all in storage unit, because why would I do that? I don't know why I did that. Better yet, here's another Han Solo that I also got at the thrift store. I think I actually got this one with the other plush, and not the other one, but I don't remember. Then we have this bigger Han Solo that I'm 90% sure I got on a lot. Still a nice plush though. We have this 8-inch Han Solo, which I actually only paid $2 for at the flea market. Really good deal. That's it for Han Solo. Let's go to Darth Vader and Stormtrooper. Next up, we got my main Darth Vader that I got off one of the Han Solos. I really like this plush. This is a really nice plush of Darth Vader. I also got this Darth Vader pig in a lot. I don't remember which lot, but I know I got him in a lot. Then I got this Darth Vader pig, which is also a really good Darth Vader pig, with the lot with Luke and Leia. So yeah, that's kind of nice. Next up, we have Stormtrooper pig, who I got in that really big early eBay lot. That eBay lot got me a lot of like plushes that I really needed. That's it for Stormtrooper pig and Darth Vader. Next up is Wave 1.5. I say that because of Chewbacca bird. Because he's not really Wave 1. But he's not Wave 2 either. He's kind of weird. I remember buying this guy on eBay. He came in that really good lot for $40. Next up, we have Wave 2. To start off with, we have this Yoda pillow. Wave 2 plush, but kind of a weirdo plush. Still nice to have. This is 5-inch Yoda. I got him that really good $40 bundle. And yeah, you guys saw him in that stick video, and he's over there because he's too big. Here's my really nice 5-inch Obi-Wan. Got him that really good $40 lot. And also, I was supposed to get a different one, but someone else bought it. You know who you are. Also, this is a White House bomb for those who care. Last but not least, here is a 5-inch C-3PO. I actually got this plush also in that $40 lot. Really good lot, by the way. Really good lot. Here's my keychain C-3PO. Really rare plush. Only released here in Canada and in South America. I don't remember the country. Maybe Brazil or somewhere else. But yeah, really cool plush that I have this, and this is one of my first Angry Bird plushes, if not my first Angry Bird plush. That's a really cool starting point. Here was one of my most recent additions, Pilot Luke. Got this guy for Christmas, saw him for a really good deal for $33 Canadian after tax and shipping, which is a really good price for him. Usually goes for like 60 almost. I'm super happy to have him. Some stains, but I don't care that much. Yes, this isn't an Angry Bird plush, but I do not care. R2-D2 is canceled, and I don't have the money to afford the sample, so this is my R2-D2 plush. Really cool plush. That's it for my Wave 2 of Angry Birds Star Wars. Now we're on to Angry Birds Rio. To start off, we have Blue. To be frank, I almost got all of my Angry Birds Rio plushes from the same lot, so I'm not going to repeatedly say it. Here's my 5-inch Jewel, also got it from the lot. Here is my 8-inch Jewel. Fun fact, Jewel is actually a character on the channel because of this plush. Recently, in that $10 lot, I got another one. And actually, both of these plushes come from a lot that both include Terrence's. Kind of funny. Here's Nico. Got him that lot, and I kind of like how they made plushes for them. Even though they didn't look like this in game, it's cool to have them as plushes like this. Here's Pedro, and actually, Pedro is the only plush in this lot that I did not get from eBay and I found at the thrift store. The last plush in this lot was Nigel. His hair is cut and his tail's gone, but that's kind of accurate to the movie, so I don't mind, but I do want to buy a new one. And I think this lot was like $30-$40, not a bad deal. That's after tax and shipping. This is obviously in Canadian. Then recently on eBay, I got a 5-inch Marmoset plush. Really cool to finally have this guy. Also bought him for roughly $30 after tax and shipping, and that was really cool. I'm really happy to have this. That's it for Angry Birds Rio, and other than maybe a new Nigel, probably gonna be all the plushes I get for Rio. Next up is Angry Birds the Movie merchandise. We have this really big Commonwealth yellow bird that I bought at the thrift store. I actually almost didn't get this guy, but did go back to get him because this is kind of cool. Even though I don't like Angry Birds the Movie, this is a cool plush. He used to make sound, he doesn't anymore, and he's finally out of the dang storage unit. Then I have one of the ugly hatchlings. My dad got this for me because it was at the dollar store. Next up, we got this backpack clip bomb that I got at the thrift store. Kind of neat. I kind of like getting the movie forms of at least the main characters, because the first movie, while I hate on it, maybe wasn't that bad looking back. Here's my Longate Movie Red plush. This is probably the most common plush they made for like Angry Birds, but yeah, same people who made the silver plush. I got this in that $10 Terrence lot. Fun fact. With him, I also got the bigger Commonwealth Red plush. This is actually a fairly nice plush, and even though, again, don't really care for the movies, never saw the second one, but it's just kind of nice to have it. This guy I got at the thrift store at the same time as Backpack Clip Bomb. I really like Movie Pig. Movie Pig's an actual character on the channel because Movie Pig's cool. Yeah, he even gets to go with the other pigs. Here's my Angry Birds Movie Blue. Again, don't mind this plush actually, even though it is a movie character. And guys, that's it for my movie collection, totally.
No, it's not.
No, because I have these really bad Burger King Angry Birds Movie 2 plushes. Stella, Bomb, Chuck, Blue, Brock, and Whiteboard. These guys were mostly bought at the thrift stores, but some came from that big eBay lot, that with the big red. Not every lot can contain only good stuff.
That's it for the movie line. Next up, we have seasons, specifically Hugs and Kisses. Start off, we have Ruby, Go Red. I know Ruby's an actual character now, but I'm still gonna call this character Ruby. Yeah, very common plush.
Probably the most common seasons plush.
Then we have this other Ruby plush. I bought this one actually because I did actually want a stunt double for Ruby. It's nice to have an extra. Here's my keychain Ruby. Super neat plush. Actually, it's an HK12, which is kind of rare and apparently actually super rare. Actually, all these plushies are HK12s. Neat. And this was also the original Ruby I used before I got that one. You know what? The statement is true. This plush, which is the same size as that red, is also an HK12. Kind of neat. I got this off the lot with the Terrence, by the way. Here's my good stuff, Matilda. I don't know if that's the actual name of this character, but I'm going to call it Matilda or something else. I don't know. I got this in a lot, and it's a good stuff. That's it for Hugs and Kisses. Next up, I'm going to do Halloween and Easter. For Halloween, we have Pumpkin Pig, who I also got on that really good thrift store haul. If you remember that from earlier that I got the King Pig and the Bomb from. He was one of the highlight plushes. I actually almost missed him, and my grandmother found him. Big thank you to my grandmother. Here is Easter Stella. For a lot of you know, this was the Stella plush before I got that one. And I actually got that in that really good lot on eBay. Again, paid I think maybe $40 or $50 for that lot. So I actually got a lot of rare and plushes I needed for my collection. Really good lot. Don't regret it at all.
That's it, and now we're going to move on to Winters and Christmas.
You might say Christmas. Well, yes, I got a Christmas whiteboard. Randomly found it at the thrift store and said, well, I gotta take that. It's a Christmas plush. It was only $3 too. Next up, you might say, this guy doesn't count, he's a stocking. Well, this is a plush. It's as much as a plush as the slingshot. And he still has the tag. Got this for $10 off of Marketplace. Actually, my grandmother got it for me off of Facebook. And it was kind of weird because she told me it wasn't available. I went, oh, sucks, I missed it. But no, she picked it up for me. Really nice gift. On that really good thrift haul, I got this tagged, almost fully tagged, winter whiteboard. Only for 99 cents. Just to show I'm not lying. On the same day as Pumpkin Pig too. Not only that, I also got Winter Red, but this time it's fully tagged. I got these guys on at different thrift stores, which is also extra neat. Also got this guy for 99 cents. That's it for my Angry Birds plush collection 2025. Some questions. Can I have them? No, but you can get them. Very commonly, you can find them on eBay, of course. You can find them on Posh Market. You can find them on Mercari if you're in the States. You can find them on Facebook, and obviously half of my collection comes from the thrift store. You can obviously find them at the thrift stores. My collection is apparent, and the truth that you can find rare and hard to get plushes at the thrift store and not pay 10 gajillion for them. I probably, this entire collection, paid maybe $400 for everything here, which is crazy when you actually think about it. Maybe a little more than 400, maybe 500, but definitely not too much. Less than this is all actually worth, and that's a really cool thing. Also, another thing, what are some of my favorite plushes I have? I'm a really big fan of basically everyone from Wave 2. Wave 2 Star Wars is really good. I also do like Pumpkin Pig a lot. I do like the Mighty Eagle plush. I like Helmet Pig. I like King Pig a lot. I like Greenbird a lot. I also love Terrence. I love a lot of my plushes, but those are some of my standouts. My best memories, probably getting these 3 on the same day with the other ones. That's a really good memory. Or finding some of these lots in the drive for Terrence. That's a good memory too. Mistakes. I have made some mistakes. I could have had multiple 8-inch space bombs. I don't. Or fuzzy Pentatopper Yellowboard. I don't. And yeah, that's a mistake. I probably should have bought those, but it's not the end of the world. Second of all, will there be Angry Bird videos this year? There was one video last year, and it was Angry Birds. Actually, there was 2. They were both Angry Birds. Yes, Angry Bird videos are coming back. So are Mario videos, so are Garfield videos, and I recommend that you guys actually do check out these videos. I work really hard on my plush videos, and they mean a lot to me. Obviously, I'm not just making them to get views on YouTube, or I would become a content slot farm, but no. I really enjoy making these videos. And also, if you've made it to the end of this video, please hit the subscribe button and like button. It means the world to me. I'm trying to hit, like I said at the beginning, 400 subscribers. I'm so close. And eventually, maybe I'll get 500. But yeah, this is my Angry Bird plush collection for 2025. Please enjoy the rest of your day. And see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, so yes, there will be one next year. I already bought 10 plushes.